Okay, so after a few weeks of break, welcome back to Trio. So what we'll do is I'll start with the decluttering part because I don't know how much is completed and how much is pending. But I think we entered the kitchen part, right? Refrigerator we did, and I think only refrigerator. Did we do groceries? No, okay. So we did refrigerator. Did you all complete the refrigerator decluttering? Okay, I hope every time you open the refrigerator, you see at least 50% empty space there, because refrigerators, first of all, keeping it in the refrigerator and eating itself is not a healthy practice, and keeping it for days or more than few days is definitely not a good practice. So in India, definitely there will be somebody in security or somebody outside, gardeners or somebody who you can give the food the same day when you make it, not the old stuff. And you can feed the stray dogs or you can give it to anybody, and then every time you can plan to cook to the right quantity. So don't plan to store much in the refrigerator except for the milk and curd and something related to dairy. Other than that, most of the vegetables and fruits I always keep it outside only, planning to eat it in the next two to 3 days. If you're going to eat it, you can very well keep it outside. But if it's going to go beyond that, and if you are procuring organic ingredients with lot of effort, then with so much money you cannot really waste it, right? So in that such scenarios, you can use the refrigerator. And making juices, smoothies, or you have to freeze the banana. So all that I am seeing lot of usage with refrigerator. But at the same time, let's be very mindful. Every time you open the refrigerator, you should see 50% of the space empty. That should be your goal. Now moving on to groceries. When I used to live in US, like we don't have Indian stores nearby. So every time we go to Indian stores, we'll dump lot of groceries and keep it at home because we don't know when we will go next. But nowadays, even here, that's not the case. Even here, you have lot of Indian grocery shops, so you don't have to really dump so much at home. If that's the case in India, it's even more easier. But we all have this habit of dumping groceries. நிறைய வாங்கி போட்டிருப்போம். We will have that chia seeds, sabja seeds, thinking we will make some dish someday. We will have so much of groceries, and every time I can definitely tell you that either the date will expire or it will go waste and we will throw it. We have this habit of buying, keeping it, and then throwing it. So to put that practice to an end, I recommend buying only on 2 days in a month groceries, the dry groceries. Vegetables and fruits you can buy depending on the availability, maybe once in a week or once in 5 days you can buy. But dry groceries, all the dry groceries, buy only on 1st of every month and 15th of every month. That too, only buy what you really, really need, not that regular list we used to prepare when we were children, right? I used to write it. பருப்பு காப்பருப்பு பருப்புன்னு போட்டு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் 1ஆம் தேதி ஆனா எல்லாம் எழுதி அதை போய் வாங்கிட்டு வந்து வச்சிருவோம். பட் தட்ஸ் நாட் needed now. Those days the shops were far away. You have to buy when the salary is credited. All such conditions were there. But now you might have all this anjarapeti items, but still you will buy more to refill next time suddenly if I need what to do. So I used to buy only this 50 grams which will hold in that anjarapeti. I'll always have one extra, that's it. You don't have to buy half kg or 1 kg like that. So unnecessary storing groceries is a habit that you have to look into. So check your grocery. Right now I'm not able to do demo, but when I move to a home, I will definitely give a tour. I'm staying in a friend's home. September mid only I will move to my home. So till then I'll be staying in my friend's home. But I cleaned their pantry. I was organizing their pantry. I was into their closet. Every house I go, I start doing this. This became an addiction now. So people are calling me, come visit my home this weekend, come to my pantry. So what I would say is, wherever you're storing the pantry, the condition is that nothing should be opened and kept it in the polythene paper. If it's unopened, it's okay. It can be in the polythene paper. All the unopened ones, you have to wipe it once and then put it in a box, either in a box or in a shelf. All the unopened groceries should be stacked just like how it is stacked in the grocery shop. Like one mala one, ஒரே மாதிரி sizeல இருக்கிறத you just organize it. All the opened groceries should always go to a container. So nothing is loose and opened and kept it in the polythene paper. That itself is a great practice. Even if it is snacks, even murukka andalum, mixture andalum, edhu andalum, put it in nice clean jars, glass or whatever jars you want to keep, or even the stainless steel ones. But everything should be transferred to a jar or a bottle. And even in cooking, if you have the habit of using too many ingredients, then it really spoils the taste of it and the health also. So I used to think, for the dals that I use, it's always tur dal, moong dal, pachapairu, green gram, and horse gram. These are the 4 things which I continuously use often. Rarely channa, black channa or white channa. And other than that, it will be all anjarapatti items. Then it will be the biryani masala items. That's it, right? These are the 3 categories I could think of. Other than that, it will be just the rava semia, which I have stopped some time back. And even if I have to make it, I just buy only half kg, cook it the same day, and then leave it, because you have shops very nearby, right? So I don't really store it a lot. What else you have in your groceries? All the masalas, I only have one sambar powder, one that chicken masala, that masala powder, and all the other masalas, right? If I'm buying garam masala, the packet ones, a small packet, I put everything in one stainless steel sambadam and keep it in that. Every time I need, I open that sambadam, because that freshness and the flavor will not go away. So you can put all that in one. Other than that, I'll not have much. I have shared that grocery in that KWK community. I think I have shared and I lost it. If any of you were there from the beginning when we did the grocery cleaning, okay, I'll check my phone. If I have it, I'll send it to you. But that's all I had. So now you have been saving a lot of money, right? We had freezing months, buying freeze for so many months. Invest in good containers, because kitchen is somewhere you spend a lot of time, you have a lot of emotions. So cooking is not a choice. So lifelong we are going to cook. If not 3 meals a day, we are anyway going to cook always, right? So invest in good containers and invest in clean shelves. Invest in that beautifying kitchen will really make you feel very interested in doing the cooking. So please do that. What else? So grocery, even if it is only like, if you have half kg tur dal already, you can wait for the next 15 days. If on 1st of the month, if you have half kg left, and if you don't have a habit of making sambar more than once a week, then you don't really need it for the next 2 weeks. So calculate like that. Or if you're somebody who's making sambar very often, then you can buy 1 kg, and then the next 15th of the same month, you don't have to buy again. Like that, you start practicing. Any questions on grocery decluttering?
Chia seeds தான் மேம் நானும் இப்ப ரீசெண்டா தூக்கி போட்டேன். கரெக்டா நீங்க சொன்னோன்னே எனக்கு
என்ன தூக்கி போட்டீங்க?
chia seeds.
Chia seeds, chia seeds on flax seeds on. We might think that we will do laddu and this and that, and we will every time we see a recipe, we will miss one ingredient. We'll order that ingredient, but we'll forget about that recipe for the next few months. So it has become a hobby or practice for all of us. So don't do that. And wait, I will see if I have that.
அக்கா இப்போ நம்ம 4 kg பேக்ஸ் தான் கிடைக்குதுக்கா இப்போ
ஆமா
நம்ம
இந்த ஊர்ல
ரொம்ப கஷ்டமா இருக்கு. நான் வந்து 2 kg வரைக்கும் ஸ்டோர் பண்ற ஜார்ஸ் வச்சிருக்கேன். அது 2.5 வரைக்கும் தாங்கும். அதுக்கு மேல இருக்கிறத வந்து நான் அந்த கவர்ஸ் வச்சு அந்த இப்போதைக்கு சீல் போட்டு வச்சிருக்கேன். அந்த மாதிரி தான்
ஆமா.
பருப்பு
என்ன பண்றது 4 LB வச்சுட்டு என்ன பண்றது, அது எத்தனை நாளைக்கு யூஸ் பண்றது?
அது மட்டும் தான் இப்போ ஓப்பனா இருக்கு. நீங்க சொன்ன அந்த இதுல நான் எல்லாம் ஸ்டாக் பண்ணிட்டேன். பட் ஆனா அந்த ஓபன் பண்ணிட்டு ஃபுல்லா ஜார் ஃபுல்லா இருக்கும். அது நம்ம உடனே எடுக்க முடியாது. அது அப்படியே தான் இருக்கும். பாதி இல்லைன்னா கால் பிளாஸ்டிக்ல வந்துட்டு அது அப்படியே இருக்கும்.
அதான் I know what you're telling.
அக்கா நான் அனுப்பியிருக்கேன் வாட்ஸ் குரூப்ல grocery ஸ்டாக் அந்த பிக்.
சரி, நான் வச்சிருந்தேனா? நைஸ். Okay, super. This is the one. So sadly I left all this in India. But you'll see I have so many. See the இது இருக்கு, பொட்டுக்கல்ல, நவரத்ன dal, that white beans, rajma, all that. And that small ones I have all the biryani masala items, and then nuts and seeds and brown sugar, either frames, all the dry fruits. So everything I had stored in this. So you
Akka?
really feel good. ஆமாப்பா.
ஆக்சுவலி இப்பதான் இமேஜ் பார்த்தேங்க. இப்ப எப்படியும் நமக்கெல்லாம் வந்து ஒரு நீங்க ரொம்ப குட்டி குட்டியா ஸ்டோர் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க. அப்போ 100 grams 250 grams அப்படி வாங்கி ஸ்டோர் பண்ணுவீங்களா?
இல்ல, இது எல்லாமே 1/2 கிலோ. மேல இருக்கிறது 1/2 கிலோ பிடிக்கும், கீழே உள்ளது 1 கிலோ பிடிக்கும். நீட்டமான ஜார்ஸ். ஃபர்ஸ்டும் தேர்டும் 1/2 கிலோ பிடிக்கும். அதுக்கப்புறம் இருக்கிற அந்த பிரியாணி மசாலா ஐட்டம்ஸ் வேணா சின்னது, ஆனா அந்த கீழே உள்ளது இது. See, you don't have to buy like this only. You can buy any however you want to buy. You can even reuse all the Horlicks dabba and all that. People used to have it, right? From old days, they'll have nicely wash it, clean it, sun dry it and use it. But try to keep it in a uniform way, right? And whenever you get an opportunity to replace it, that time you can buy it. I used to have this coffee bottle, so the sunrise and the orange moody bottle. The other way I had almost like 10 of such bottles. I used to keep that also. So the uniformity is the key. And before you joined Umayal, I was telling that none of the groceries, if it is opened, it should not be in the polythene paper. So that is the real thing. Like even the snacks, even if it is biscuit or the murukku or whatever it is, always put it in the container. And then we had this habit of segregating the waste. So all this paper, the polythene paper, goes to recycling waste. So you can also try that. So this week, do the grocery decluttering. Okay, please do it sincerely, because if you don't do it this week, it will never happen. That is why I'm giving you that 1 week of time. Okay. And the second thing is, I wanted to talk about the know what you want. So you all have put lot of effort. For the initial few dimensions, you all put lot of effort. But later, as we moved on, I think some of you have not completed it. Or even if you have completed, then it's really, really appreciable work. But now, last time, I asked you to split all the 3-month goal, 1-year goal and 3-year goal. Did you do that? Did you do that classification? You did, Vidya?
Yes, Akka.
Okay. So, can you share, Vidya, how you were able to pick the 3-month goal?
Okay, Akka.
You want to share now or you want to share later?
அக்கா 2 minutes இப்ப ஷேர் பண்ணிடுறேன்.
Okay. So, see, it's very, very important for us to know what we want. But in the last 6 months, from the time you started writing it, did it change? It changes every day. It changes every time. But it has to start somewhere, right? So revisiting these dimensions and rewriting it or striking off something that you don't want, adding something is an ongoing process. But knowing what you want is really important. Now tell me one thing, in a day, do you spend your time, energy, money, and effort on what you want, or do you spend it on what you don't want also? How much do you spend?
Most of the time it is know what you don't want actually. So that I'm
Exactly.
managed with it.
மாறுது ஆனா again and again we'll go back to it, right? Do you at least
We'll
realize
again
it?
go back.
Just become
Yeah.
aware of it. எனக்கும் சேர்த்தி பாதி நேரம் நம்ம இன்ஸ்டாகிராம்லயோ டிவிலயோ அது இங்க யூஎஸ் வந்ததுக்கு அப்புறம் ஃபுல் டைம் யூடியூப்ல என்ன பாக்குறதுன்னு தெரியாம ஐ எம் மோஸ்ட்லி சரௌண்டட் வித் மை ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ். ஸோ we keep talking something, then one of us would have watched something in the YouTube, then somebody will put that YouTube video. என்ன பண்றதுன்னு தெரியாம there is so much of time that is getting wasted and we don't know what to talk. We keep looking for some conversation, some topic to start with. And the void வந்து this country is killing. Okay. I am like I miss our vibes and India so much, because maybe when I start this full time, when I have more to do, like when I'm into my schedule, I think I'll be fine. But till then, I am seeing all my friends' husbands, all my friends' kids, all are into the same problem. They don't know what to do. What I'm thinking is all this energy, the money that they are earning, the effort that they are putting, the time that we are having, it's all going for what we don't want. So if we start this sincerely, reading out our list, working on it, it is so worthy living that life, right? And believe me, it will keep changing. Okay, it's okay if it keeps changing. Our financial goal might have been different. Our health goal might have changed. That's okay. So that's what I wanted to tell about the know what you want. But because we have very few people today, I want to hear more from you. How is this know what you want helping you? Like the 108 wish list also. எவ்வளோ டிக் ஆஃப் பண்ணிருக்கீங்க அதுல?
நம்ம 108 நான் செக் பண்ணல. பட் இந்த விஷஸ் நம்ம எழுதணும்ல, அதுல நிறைய நிறைய டிக் பண்ணிருக்கேன் நான் ஆக்சுவலி.
Wonderful.
மெயினா வந்து
So accomplished, right? You feel really accomplished.
நான் வந்து we used to eat dinner around 8:39 ma'am. I never thought I will have dinner by 6:30. இப்பலாம் 6 to 6:30 finish பண்ணிடுவேன். That is one of the major achievements ன்னு சொல்லுவேன் நான்.
And that's not easy for many, right? It has been a struggle for so many people, whatever you are doing.
For me also it was, but slowly when that intention was there, somehow things fall in place. பையன் ஸ்கூல்ல ரொம்ப ஸ்ட்ரெஸ் பண்ணாங்க. We also started to புது வீடு மாறணும், ஆபீஸ்ல இருந்து சீக்கிரம் வந்து we planned our day like that. முன்னாடி அது மைண்ட்லயே இல்ல இப்படி பண்ண முடியுமா முடியாது. பட் நான் என்னோட இதுல வந்து 8 o'clock டின்னர் சாப்பிட்டு எழுதிருந்தேன். பட் நவ் we finish it by 6:30.
So good.
அக்கா ஆக்சுவலி வந்து அது வேணும் இது வேணும்னு ஒரு நமக்கு ஒரு ஆசை இருக்கும். அது இதுன்னு ரொம்ப ஆனா when you asked us to write 108 wishes, அப்ப ரொம்ப யோசிச்சு எழுதுறோம். அப்போ நார்மலா மைண்ட் செட் வந்து அது இதுன்னு பார்க்கும்போது ஒரே ஆசை இருந்தது. பட் when you asked to write என்ன நமக்கு வேணும்னே தெரியல. என்னதான்
that is the truth.
என்னதான்
இன்னமும்
நமக்கு
தெரியல
வேணும்.
இன்னமும் தெரியல உமையாள். என்னதான் வேணும், நானும் அடிக்கடி கேட்டுக்குவேன், என்னதான் வேணும் உனக்கு, என்னதான் வேணும், இன்னமும் கேட்டுட்டு தான் இருக்கேன். நானா நோ வாட் யூ வாண்ட் கிளாஸ் எடுக்கிறேன், நானும் தான் எழுதுறேன், நீங்களும் தான் எழுதுறீங்க, கேட்டகரி வைஸ் எழுதுறோம். திடீர்னு அப்பப்போ ஒரு நாளைக்கு பிளாங்கா இருக்கும், என்னதான் வேணும் அப்படின்னு. என்ன வேணும்னு தெரிஞ்சிருச்சுன்னா அதை அச்சீவ் பண்றது வந்து ரொம்ப ஈஸி. Like for my daughter, I was okay for her to join any course, any college, anything was okay for me. But here and there I'll be அதாவது unknowingly சொல்ல மாட்டேன், தெரிஞ்சுதான். But I feel I'm putting some pressure for her. You should try and join the better college. Why I do that? Because I see her most of the time with her phone all the time. அதை பார்த்தோன்னா நம்மளுக்கு டென்ஷன் ஆகி ஏதாவது ஒன்று சொல்லி வைப்போம், ஏதாவது ஒரு கோல் கொடுப்போம், ஏதாவது ஒன்று சொல்லலாம் அப்படிங்கிற மாதிரி ஆகிதான் ஒன்று சொல்லி அதுக்கப்புறம் அந்த டிஸ்கஷன் பிகம் சச் அ ஹார்ட் டிஸ்கஷன், ஒரு இதாகுது. அதோட எண்ட் ஆஃப் த தாட் ப்ராசஸ்ல யோசிச்சா what do you want for her அப்படின்னா எனக்கே தெரியல. I don't know what do you want her to be very successful in her 18th age itself? No, that's not what I want. I am fine for her to go up and down, win and fail and face challenges. அப்புறம் எதுக்கு then why are you getting panic? அந்த மாதிரி the questioning really helps. So whatever you have written, right, know what you want, that will help you to move in that passage, but that will not really tell you what you want. So what happens here, when you write it, right, you have written down, okay, you have written down 80 points plus 108 points. God is listening, universe is seeing, you are reading it every day, you are hearing about that, whatever you have written, you are hearing the help, assistance needed for it. எல்லாமே நடக்கும். சின்சியரா நீங்க பண்றப்போ ஒன்னொன்னா டிக் பண்ணுவீங்க. அப்பவும் you will feel a void at one point. That is where the spiritual dimension comes in place. That is why I keep telling that this 8th dimension is the most important one, because when you put 10 years of effort in health, 10 years of effort in finance, then 10 years of effort in relationship, then take another 10 years to complete all your travel wishes. இந்த மாதிரி நீங்க அந்த 7 டைமென்ஷனும் முடிச்சுட்டு வந்து உட்காந்து அப்புறம் நான் ஸ்பிரிச்சுவாலிட்டி பண்றேன் அப்படின்னு சொன்னா அது நடக்கவே நடக்காது. By the time we would have done with this birth and we might have gone to the next birth also. So that is why as we work on the materialistic wish, as we work on the self-acceptance problems, in the month of self-acceptance problems, as we work on that, having an underlying understanding about the spirituality is very, very important. Okay, now for that, this week, I'm going to give you a homework, okay? Now, this homework will come under this maybe mindfulness category, whatever category it comes under. The homework is that you will face your fear, one of the fear. So what I did in the last couple of batches is think about the most dreadliest thing for you. Like for example, wearing a very, very simple or very normal dress for a very big function. Or one of the friend, she oiled her hair and went to the clinic. She's a doctor, but she just went to the clinic with oiled hair. இந்த மாதிரி சிம்பிளான விஷயமா இருக்கலாம். இல்ல basically we are actually facing the fear of judgment. I want all of you to do something to face the fear of judgment. What I used to do is, so I used to wear the same dress repeatedly. Every alternate dress, like wash panni திருப்பி அதே போடு. Sometimes even the next day also I would be wearing that, even if I had worn it the previous day. And then I will not be wearing any jewelry for 1 week. ஒரு கம்மல் கூட போடாம சிம்பிளா எங்கேயாச்சும் போவேன். கண்ணாடியே பார்க்காம இருக்கிறது 1 வீக்குக்கு. கண்ணாடியே பார்க்காம எங்க வேணா கிளம்பி போறது. இதெல்லாம் என்ன பண்ணும்னா, you're going to that extreme. All these days we are only worried about that judgment, right? Like we want people to judge us good. We want them to think us in a particular way. This gives a lot of freedom. When you start facing that fear, it gives lot of freedom. People are looking at you, but you have not seen your face in the mirror, so you don't know how you look like. So you don't have to worry what they will think. And what they will think. We have done this little bit in the beginning, right? Like, are you doing it for the joy of doing or to please somebody? We have checked that multiple times, but I want you to do something facing the fear of judgment. Or it could be a very inconvenient conversation. So when we went somewhere last couple of months back, when we went to Bangalore, it was a heavy traffic. I was driving. I've told you, right? I enjoy driving and all that. So it was bumper to bumper traffic, and it was so narrow. There were it was only like 3 lanes, but 5 cars were there. அந்த மாதிரி jammed இருந்தது. So I was going, and then I really don't know what happened, but the other car is telling that I only moved right little bit, but I felt I was going in straight only. So I don't know, maybe I moved right, I don't know, but it little bit scratched the other car. There was a scratch, and ours was also Chennai registration, theirs was also Chennai registration, and unfortunately that was a very new car, brand new car. And in our car also there were scratches. In their car also there were a little bit scratch. I really felt bad for them. They were very furious, jumping with anger. And எதுக்கு நீங்க ரைட் திருப்பினீங்கன்னு. But for I was like, I don't know if I moved right, because the traffic was itself so tight. So I told, no, I didn't move to the right. I was coming straight only. ஸ்ட்ரெயிட்டா வந்தா எப்படி இடிச்சிருப்பீங்கன்னு அவங்க பயங்கர கோவம் சத்தம் போடுறாங்க. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆக்சுவலி ஐ டென்ட் கோ டு ஃபேஸ் இட் ஒன்லி. இட் வாஸ் மை ஹஸ்பண்ட். ஹி வென்ட், ஹி டோல்ட் நீங்க தான் தப்பா வந்தீங்க, அந்த மாதிரி அவர் பாட்டுக்கும் சத்தம் போட்டுட்டு இருந்தாரு. கொஞ்ச நேரம் கழிச்சு with lot of guts I went to tell them that I don't know, but if I had done it, I am sorry, but to my knowledge I don't think I did it அப்படின்னு சொல்றேன். But my voice was very low, and then already they were very furious, and it was a big scene, okay? But both my kids didn't even come out of the car. They didn't even want to come and see what's happening. Initially even I didn't want to go. I thought maybe my husband will deal it, அப்படியே முடிச்சிட்டு வந்துருவாங்க, நம்ம அப்படியே போயிடலாம்னு நினைச்சேன். But when I look into it deeply, I always avoid such inconvenient conversations. யாராவது டீல் பண்ணிக்கோங்க, நம்ம இப்படியே நல்லா பேசி நல்லவங்கள மாதிரியே நடிச்சு நல்ல பேர் எடுத்துட்டு, இவங்க பாவம், இவங்க ரொம்ப சாது, அப்படியே பேர் எடுத்து I don't know, some I have been into arguments, அதெல்லாம் நடந்திருக்கு. But voluntarily I don't get into any arguments. I thought it's a big என்ன சொல்றது, ஒரு big hurdle for me. I mean, I should be able to face it, right? So that is, அதுதான் ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிள் சொல்ல வரேன். If you don't want to talk to somebody, if you have been postponing a conversation for very long, do that homework. உங்க நோட்ல you do that homework. I will tell this, for that she will reply like this, then I will tell this, then she will reply like that. How I will make that inconvenient conversation into a fruitful one ன்னு கொஞ்சம் homework பண்ணிட்டு make that conversation. So I've given this exercise in trio 1 and 2 also, and I've heard very, very beautiful stories after that. So I want to give that homework to all of you this week. Are you okay to do it?
அதான் ஆக்சுவலி ஓகே டு டூ இட். ஆனா என்ன பண்றது அப்படின்னு அது அடுத்த தாட் வந்துருச்சு, என்ன செய்யணும் அப்படின்ற மாதிரி இருக்கு.
பரவாயில்ல. ஏதாவது தோணும் உங்களுக்கு? எது நீங்க ரொம்ப அவாய்ட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கீங்களோ? லைக் ஃபார் ஐ டோல்ட் யூ, இஃப் யூ ஹேவ் லாட் ஆஃப் ஃபியர் ஆஃப் ஜட்ஜ்மெண்ட், த நெக்ஸ்ட் டைம் யூ பிகம் அவேர் ஆஃப் இட், see what will happen. உண்மையால ஒரு நாளைக்கு பூ வச்சுட்டு போனா என்ன ஆகும்? நம்மளுக்கா ஒரு சில ஒரு நோஷன்ஸ் இருக்கும்ல, காலேஜ் பூ வச்சுட்டு போக வேண்டாம்னோ, இல்ல அவுட் ஆஃப் ஃபேஷன்ல இருக்கிற ஒரு ட்ரெஸ்ஸை போட்டுட்டு போனாலோ, தட் மை ஹஸ்பண்ட் டஸ் இட் ஒரு ரைட் ராயலி. ஒரு பேண்ட், அந்த பேண்ட்டை ஊரே கை கொட்டி சிரிச்சா கூட he will wear it just like that, with no worries. That pant was actually cream in color. Somehow that அது வந்து ஒரு 7 years போடுறாங்க அந்த பேண்ட்டை, 6 packet பேண்ட். கல்யாணம், இளவு, டிராவல், எல்லாத்துக்கும் அதே பேண்ட் தான். அந்த மாதிரி அந்த பேண்ட் போடுவாங்க. கொஞ்ச நாளைக்கு முன்னாடி எப்படியோ அது வந்து கலர் ஒட்டிருச்சு, வாஷிங்ல வந்து இன்னொரு கலர் அதுல பட்டு அது வந்து ஒரு பிங்க் மாதிரி ஆயிடுச்சு, ஒரு லைட் பிங்க் மாதிரி. அண்ட் இட் லுக்ஸ் சோ ஆக்வர்ட். He is still wearing that pant. All my friends, close friends made fun of him. My parents, he has pants, but he doesn't care. He tells that is very, very comfortable for me. I will wear this pant only. இப்ப திருப்பி யூஎஸ் வந்து அதை எங்க வாங்கினாரோ அங்க போய் இன்னொரு பேண்ட் வாங்கிட்டு நான் மாத்துவேன். இப்பவும் அதுதான் போட்டுட்டு இருக்காரு. Initially I used to get irritated. You're doing all this for attention seeking. அது இது நானும் திட்டி பார்ப்பேன், எல்லாரும் கிண்டல் பண்ணி பார்ப்பாங்க. He is least bothered. At one point I used to think, எப்படி இப்படி இருக்க முடியும்? இவ்வளவு இங்க வந்து கூட ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் திட்டுனாங்க, அவங்க கிட்ட எல்லாம் கிண்டல் பண்ணாங்க, அவங்க கிட்ட எல்லாம் சொல்லிட்டாரு, இவதான் ஏதோ ட்ரெஸ் எல்லாம் பிங்க் ஏதோ மாத்தி போட்டு அது வந்து இப்படி கலர் ஆயிடுச்சு அந்த மாதிரி என்னைய ஏதோ சொல்லிட்டு சும்மா சிரிச்சுட்டு he just left it like that. So but see the deep psychology, how can he do that? There is no fear of judgment at all. He doesn't really truly doesn't care about what people think about him for that dress. So I thought that gives lot of freedom. என்ன ஆகும்? 2 கல்யாணத்துக்கு ஒரே பட்டு சாரி கட்டிட்டு போனா என்ன ஆயிடும்? அந்த மாதிரி உங்களை கொஸ்டின் பண்ணி பாருங்க, என்ன ஆகுதுன்னு. என்ன வச்சுட்டு கல்யாணத்துக்கு போனா என்ன ஆகும்? We are not doing that, right? We do so much care. Hair wash பண்ணணும், எண்ணெயோட வெளியே வர. ஒரு தடவை என்னாச்சு, I was putting henna in my hair. ஃபுல்லா மருதாணி ஆப்பிட்டு உட்காந்துருந்தேன், இந்த ரியல் லீஃப் மருதாணி, அதனால ஃபுல்லா அப்படியே ஒட்டி இருக்கும்ல, அப்பி இருக்கும்ல. சடனா he told I have booked movie ticket. The movie starts in another 35 minutes சொல்லிட்டாரு. நான் அப்பதான் சமைச்சு முடிச்சுட்டு சாப்பிட போறோம். This happened long back, 1.5 years back, maybe trio 1 or even before that, I think. So I had to go. We had to eat also. I have to wash it also. So I went, washed it, came, quickly ate the meal. Then we went to the theater. எங்க மெரினா மால்ல. மெரினா மால் போயிருக்கேன். அவசரமா மூவிக்கு டைம் ஆயிடுச்சு. We went inside the theater. Okay. The interval when I come out, I see all henna on my dress. Okay. Then I'm seeing in my hair also, it's not washed properly. The henna is all over my hair. But nothing happened. The world didn't stop. Nobody judged me. Nobody made fun of me. எல்லாமே நடக்க வேண்டியது நடந்துட்டு தான் இருந்தது. People give a damn about how we look. And I don't know if I'll be able to do that again. But that day, it just happened. And I was okay with it. I'm okay with whatever all are thinking about me. அப்படிங்கிற அந்த ஃபீலிங்கே வந்து such a huge freedom. I want all of you to experience it once. I'm not telling from right now onwards we are all zero fear of judgment. அப்படி ஆக முடியாது. But we should consciously do some activity and face the fear of judgment. Hey, if the fear of judgment is more for you, face that. If the fear of losing a conversation, argument, அப்படின்னா do it. Just for the sake of argument, we will be talking so much. What will happen when I also have this problem. If people are teasing me, I have my own limits. At one point, I will not be able to tolerate it. If it is like too much of spoof, or if it is going beyond a certain limit, and I only keep that limit, right? So if it goes beyond that limit, then I cannot take it. Tease panna abdin. What's going to happen if they tease me to the maximum? If they call me by words, what will happen? We will still live. They will also live. Everything will happen the same way. Bad words abusing. So in my family, at least my parents never in a normal day-to-day life, they don't use any bad words. Very rarely I have heard them saying very simple few bad words. Okay, I don't even know if that will come under bad word category. When I got married, right? My mother-in-law, she can write a dictionary of bad words. I don't even know such bad words exist. அதுக்கு மீனிங் என்னன்னு கூட தெரியாது. ஆனா சும்மா சரளமா கேட்ட வார்த்தை பேசுவாங்க. Every single day, everybody she can address with bad word. But initially I was getting agitated and all. But now it doesn't matter. It's okay if somebody is calling you you're a stupid person. You don't really become stupid just because they call you stupid, right? And if you hold on to that stupid word for 10 years, he called me stupid in front of ivla pere, he called me again and again, he told everybody that I'm a stupid அப்படிங்கறத நம்ம எடுத்து வெச்சு we are really making a big fuss about it and making such a big story out of it. So only when we start believing what they tell is the problem. If you don't believe, if I call you a liar, I tell Priyanka, you're a liar. You might initially get hurt. Why are you calling me liar? I didn't lie. Or you might have thought I am lying, but I'm not lying. You might try to defend. You might try to prove yourself that you are not a liar. But one point, how much ever you try, I'm telling you, you're a liar. You will give up. It's your problem. You are thinking I am a liar. What is my problem? I am not a liar. Right? But if I tell you you are a lazy person, you might believe it. Okay, I am a lazy person. How did she find out? How can she call me lazy? Only when you believe it, it becomes even bigger problem. Right? So face the fear of criticism, or fear of bad name, or fear of judgment, or fear of perfection, whatever it is, fear of acceptance, because this exercise is very important. You will get the scenario for it. Right now, even if it is not clear, from today for 1 week, if you observe, you will get a point. Okay, Vaumya, you got it?
Sure, Ka. Okay, I got it.
Okay, so this week it's grocery decluttering and facing the fear. What's the know what you want homework now?
என்ன சொல்லலக்கா?
The 3-month 1-year goal, அது பண்ணலன்னா அதை பண்ணுங்க. Okay, so I've written down the facing fear of judgment or criticism, or losing an argument, or making an inconvenient conversation. Okay, try and do that. Okay, I will give you just a gist of this spiritual dimension I told you, right? So next week we'll get into the details, but right now I want you to think about this. Okay. So I might have told this already. We talked about the oneness and uniqueness, right? So uniqueness brings lot of ego. I am unique. I can do things differently. I can prove to any group that I'm like this. அந்த மாதிரி uniqueness based on நம்ம போறப்ப I can make a unique art. I can make something unique அப்படின்னு நினைக்கிறப்போ there comes lot of ego. But when you think about the oneness, I am same, you are all same, all of us are same. I'm seeing the same suffering in you. I'm seeing my ugly side. I'm able to see, and I'm able to see the same ugly side is in all of you. Abdin pakrappo, I feel oneness. I'm seeing so much love and empathy in me, and I'm also seeing the same love and empathy in all of you. Abdingrappo or oneness irukku. So it's between this oneness and uniqueness, right? So this one small gist I want to tell. So the purpose of this life is to experience that oneness. It has been happening more of theoretically. Theoretically, we know all are divine. எல்லாருக்குள்ளேயும் கடவுள் இருக்காரு, அன்பே சிவம், எல்லாருமே கடவுளோட ரூபம் தான், எல்லாரும் கடவுளோட குழந்தைங்க தான் அப்படிங்கிறதெல்லாம் வந்து கான்செப்டா நம்மளுக்கு தெரியும். But when we hear something which we are not able to accept, like ஒரு தடவை இந்த வைரமுத்துவோட மீ டூ இது நடந்துட்டு இருந்தப்போ I was so furious. How can now I can tell that me and வைரமுத்து are same? அப்படின்னு நான் எப்படி சொல்ல முடியும்? How big blunder he has done. How can he force girls, or how can he abuse ladies like that? அவர் பெரிய பவர்ல இருக்கிறதுனால இப்படி எல்லாம் பண்ணலாமா? அந்த மாதிரி I was holding lot of anger on him. And it took lot of effort from me to remove that anger and to see that he is a separate soul born into this planet with a package of karma, with a package of blueprint. In that blueprint, he has to go through some experiences. He has to get all the awards, and he has to get all that fame and popularity and people love because of his work. And then he has to get this abuses and or avamano and bashings. That also is part of his life. He is going through his blueprint. He is just experiencing all that. Me loving him, hating him doesn't matter. When I start seeing like that, it took a lot of effort from me to forgive him and let him go. Like இதுக்கு நம்மளுக்கு சம்பந்தமே இல்லதான், ஆனா ஒரு கோவத்தை மைண்டுக்குள்ள ஏத்தி வச்சுட்டு அந்த அதுக்கு ரிலேட்டடான ஆர்குமெண்ட்ஸ், அதுக்கு ரிலேட்டடான டேட்டா கலெக்ட் பண்றது, அதுக்கு ரிலேட்டடான கான்வர்சேஷன்ஸ், talking about it. Like I go read it in Facebook or somewhere, then go and talk it in one group of people, then I tell it as if it's my opinion, and then they tell their opinion, and we get into a argument mode. Not at all needed, right? So understanding that every soul has its own blueprint. Each one of us have come here to complete that blueprint. In that journey, I might have touched your life in a positive way. I might have touched somebody's life in a negative way. But both were part of my plan. So when all of you are appreciating me, my ego is feeling so good. I feel good about it. I feel pride about it. I want to do more of it. When I did something negative to somebody, if they are criticizing me, if they are blaming me, my ego is deeply hurt. I try all my best to defend, argue, and explain. But that is also part of my plan. Whatever you are telling, appreciating me, that is also true. And whatever they are thinking about me negative, that is also true. Or if this is false, this is also false. ரைட்? இதெல்லாம் தியரிட்டிக்கலா நல்லா தான் இருக்கும். ஆனா கேட்கிறப்போ என்ன ஆகும்னு ஐ நோ வாட் யூ ஆர் திங்கிங், பட் that's the truth. So just think about this. Keep thinking about it. This is all like a voice in your head. I am telling something, it is going into your ears. You might believe it, you might not believe it, or you are becoming an observer. Okay, she's just telling something what she knows, but that might be true for me or may not be true for me, right? You remember that Alai Alai song? It is all on the surface of that water, but if you go deep inside the water, all of us are same. The deep peace, the deep bliss is same for all. Okay, so next week I think I'm hoping that we have more participation. We will get deep into the spiritual dimension. Meanwhile, please complete the grocery decluttering and facing the biggest fear. Okay. I'm so happy I was able to resume our sessions. I was feeling a big blank in my mind. So thank you for joining.
Thank you, ma'am.
Akka, you got set